Welcome back to 5 Minutes Learning. Let me take you through another exciting case study breakdown on the power of just-time manufacturing. In today's video, we're diving deep into Toyota's legendary lean supply chain, an approach that's transformed the entire manufacturing industry. But first, let's talk a little about Toyota, a company that has consistently set the gold standard in automotive production. Did you know? Toyota is the largest automobile manufacturer in the world by production volume, producing over 10 million vehicles annually. What's more impressive is how they manage to maintain such incredible efficiency while keeping costs low and quality high. Toyota was the first car manufacturer to implement the just-in-time (JIT) system in the 1970s. In 2020, Toyota became the first company to produce over 200 million vehicles. And here's a fun fact. Toyota's focus on lean manufacturing was inspired by a visit to American supermarkets. They observed how products were restocked only when needed, sparking the idea for the JIT approach in their factories. The idea of only producing what's needed, when it's needed, was revolutionary at the time. This method not only reduced waste but also significantly improved efficiency. And today, Toyota's lean supply chain is considered a benchmark for the entire manufacturing world. Introduction to Toyota's lean supply chain. Now, let's set the stage for what we'll explore in this case study. Toyota's lean supply chain, powered by just-in-time manufacturing. Lean manufacturing is all about minimizing waste without sacrificing productivity. For Toyota, this isn't just a strategy, it's a culture. It's embedded in their DNA, and that's why they're the undisputed leader in automotive innovation. In this video, we'll break down the key elements that make Toyota's supply chain lean and efficient, with a special focus on just-in-time manufacturing, arguably the most famous pillar of their success. From reducing inventory costs and improving production flexibility to overcoming challenges in global logistics, there's a lot to uncover. Whether you're an MBA student or just someone fascinated by how global companies run their operations, you're in for an insightful journey. So, let's get started and understand why Toyota's lean supply chain, and its just-in-time philosophy, became a game-changer in the world of manufacturing. What is lean supply chain? Now that we've introduced Toyota's success, let's take a closer look at the backbone of their production strategy, the lean supply chain. So, what exactly is a lean supply chain? At its core, a lean supply chain is all about efficiency. It focuses on maximizing value for the customer while minimizing waste in every step of the process. Whether it's materials, time, or resources, the goal is to eliminate anything that doesn't directly contribute to the product or the customer's experience. Let's break down the key elements of a lean supply chain into simple terms that are easy to grasp. This way, MBA students can understand how they can apply it in real-world business scenarios. Just-in-time manufacturing is probably the most well-known feature of a lean supply chain. It ensures that materials are delivered exactly when they're needed in the production process, no earlier, no later. This minimizes storage costs and reduces waste. Think of it like going grocery shopping only when you've run out of ingredients, rather than stockpiling unnecessary items in your pantry. A lean supply chain focuses on ensuring continuous flow. This means reducing bottlenecks in production and making sure that every step of the manufacturing process is smooth and synchronized. Picture it like a well-oiled machine. Each cog moves in sync with the others, ensuring no time or resources are wasted. Waste reduction is the cornerstone of lean supply chain management. Toyota identified 7 types of waste that needed to be reduced or eliminated, including overproduction, waiting time, and excess inventory. In a lean supply chain, every activity that doesn't add value to the final product is considered waste. Another key principle in lean supply chain management is the focus on delivering maximum value to the customer. In the context of Toyota, they ensure that every car that rolls off the production line meets the highest standards of quality while being produced in the most efficient way possible. In today's fast-paced global economy, the lean supply chain approach has been adopted by several industries, not just automotive. Companies like Amazon, Dell, and Nike have implemented lean principles to improve their operations, reduce costs, and deliver better value to their customers. Just-in-time manufacturing explained. Now, let's dive into the heart of Toyota's lean supply chain, just-in-time manufacturing, or JIT. This system revolutionized not only the automotive industry but also countless other sectors, thanks to its focus on efficiency, reduced waste, and precise timing. So, what exactly is just-in-time manufacturing? JIT is a production strategy where materials and components are delivered and processed at the exact moment they are needed in the production process, not a minute before or after. Let's break down some of the key principles behind JIT at Toyota. In the JIT system, everything is scheduled to arrive at the exact moment it's required. This means Toyota doesn't have to store large amounts of inventory, reducing warehousing costs and minimizing the risk of excess parts going unused. Toyota produces in small, manageable batches. This allows the company to respond quickly to changes in customer demand. Instead of mass-producing vehicles and hoping they'll sell, Toyota adjusts production to match real-time demand, ensuring they're not overproducing. JIT ensures that each stage of production flows smoothly into the next. This means there are no bottlenecks, and workers aren't left waiting for parts. Every step is optimized to keep things moving. So, why is JIT such a game-changer for companies like Toyota? Let's look at the major advantages. Since Toyota doesn't keep large stockpiles of parts, they save on warehousing and storage costs. This also means less risk of overstocking or having obsolete inventory. JIT is built around reducing waste. Whether it's time, materials, or resources, Toyota eliminates anything that doesn't add value to the production process. Because production is closely tied to customer demand, Toyota can adjust quickly if market conditions change. This flexibility allows them to produce exactly what the customer wants, in the quantity needed. An essential part of JIT's success is how Toyota manages its suppliers. To make this system work, suppliers need to deliver parts in small quantities at the exact time they're needed on the production line. Toyota builds strong relationships with its suppliers to ensure smooth, on-time deliveries. In fact, many of Toyota's suppliers are located close to their manufacturing plants, which reduces transportation time and costs. Instead of large, infrequent deliveries, suppliers make frequent, smaller deliveries. This ensures that the production line never runs out of parts, but also that there are no excess components piling up. While JIT is highly efficient, it's not without risks. Since there's little inventory on hand, any disruption in the supply chain can cause significant delays. Events like natural disasters, supplier issues, or transportation delays can halt production because there's no buffer stock. This is a potential challenge that companies must carefully manage. JIT requires perfect coordination with suppliers. If even one supplier fails to deliver on time, it could disrupt the entire process. Key elements of Toyota's lean supply chain. Now that we've covered what just-in-time manufacturing is, let's take a closer look at the key elements that make Toyota's lean supply chain so powerful. These elements are the building blocks of Toyota's approach to manufacturing, and they allow the company to operate with precision and efficiency. For MBA students, understanding these key components can provide valuable insights into how large-scale operations can be optimized. Kaizen, continuous improvement. First up is Kaizen, a Japanese term that means continuous improvement. Kaizen is at the heart of Toyota's lean supply chain. It's all about making small, incremental changes that add up to significant improvements over time. Jidoka, automation with a human touch. The next key element is Jidoka, which refers to automation with a human touch. At Toyota, machines and automation are critical, but they aren't left unchecked. The Jidoka principle means that machines stop automatically if a problem occurs, and humans intervene to solve the issue. Haijunka, production leveling. One of the critical elements of Toyota's lean supply chain is Haijunka, or production leveling. This ensures that Toyota produces vehicles in a steady, balanced flow rather than in large, inconsistent batches. The goal is to maintain a stable production schedule, even when customer demand fluctuates. Standardized work practices. Another key element in Toyota's lean supply chain is standardized work practices. Toyota ensures that every task on the assembly line is standardized, which means that every worker follows the same exact procedure for each task. This reduces variability, ensures high quality, and improves efficiency. Visual management. At Toyota, visual management plays a huge role in ensuring the production line runs smoothly. This involves using simple, visual signals to communicate important information to the workers, like when a machine needs attention or when more parts are needed. Kanban, the pull system. Finally, one of the most famous elements of Toyota's lean supply chain is the Kanban system, a key part of their just-in-time manufacturing approach. Kanban is a pull system, meaning that parts and materials are only ordered and brought to the production line when they are needed. Impact of JIT on Toyota's supply chain. In this section, let's talk about the impact of just-in-time, JIT, manufacturing on Toyota's supply chain. Just-in-time, or JIT, is more than just a production technique, it's a philosophy that has reshaped how Toyota operates, reducing costs, improving efficiency, and ensuring high quality. One of the most significant impacts of JIT on Toyota's supply chain is the drastic reduction in inventory costs. Traditional manufacturing relies on keeping large stocks of materials and parts in storage, which ties up capital and takes up space. But with JIT, Toyota only orders materials as they are needed in the production process. Another key impact of JIT is the way it streamlines production and allows Toyota to respond faster to changes in demand. Because parts and materials are ordered on an as-needed basis, Toyota's production lines can be easily adjusted to meet shifts in customer demand without major delays. JIT also leads to improved product quality across Toyota's supply chain. Because parts arrive exactly when they are needed and in small quantities, workers can focus more on ensuring the quality of each batch. If a defect is found, it's easier to identify the issue quickly and prevent further mistakes from happening down the line. Another important impact of JIT on Toyota's supply chain is the development of stronger relationships with suppliers. Since JIT requires the delivery of parts exactly when they're needed, Toyota works closely with suppliers to ensure that deliveries are always on time. This level of coordination builds trust and ensures a seamless supply chain. Finally, JIT helps Toyota achieve reduced waste and greater efficiency. Since parts are delivered only when necessary, there's minimal leftover stock or wasted materials. This focus on reducing waste fits perfectly with Toyota's broader lean manufacturing principles. Challenges of just-in-time, JIT, manufacturing. While Toyota's just-in-time, or JIT, manufacturing system has revolutionized efficiency and cost management, it's not without its challenges. Let's dive into the key obstacles Toyota faces with JIT manufacturing and how these issues can impact its operations. One of the primary challenges of JIT manufacturing is its vulnerability to supply chain disruptions. Because parts and materials are delivered, just in time, in small, frequent batches, any disruption can lead to costly production delays. JIT also places increased pressure on suppliers. Since parts need to be delivered exactly when required, suppliers must maintain high reliability and precision in their operations. Any slight delay can disrupt the entire system. Another challenge is the limited flexibility in handling sudden fluctuations in demand. JIT is built on the principle of producing only what is needed, exactly when it's needed. However, if there's a sudden surge in demand, Toyota may not have enough buffer stock to immediately ramp up production. Logistics and transportation are also key challenges in JIT manufacturing. Since Toyota's JIT model relies on the timely delivery of parts from suppliers, any transportation issue can cause significant delays. Factors like natural disasters, road closures, or labor strikes can severely disrupt supply chain efficiency. A key risk in JIT manufacturing is overdependence on single suppliers. When a company relies heavily on a few suppliers for critical components, any issue at the supplier end can disrupt the entire supply chain. Toyota works hard to build strong relationships with its suppliers, but the risk of dependency still exists. Finally, quality control risks are another challenge in JIT manufacturing. Since Toyota works with small, frequent deliveries of parts, if there's a defect in one batch, it can disrupt the production line quickly. With no extra stock, the entire production might have to halt until the issue is resolved. Toyota's solution to overcome JIT challenges. In our previous section, we discussed the challenges Toyota faces with its just-in-time, or JIT, manufacturing system. But how has Toyota managed to not only survive but thrive in this system despite those challenges? Let's explore the innovative solutions Toyota has implemented to overcome the obstacles of JIT manufacturing and how these strategies have helped the company maintain its competitive edge. One of the key solutions Toyota employs to overcome JIT challenges is building strong, long-term relationships with its suppliers. Toyota views its suppliers as partners, and the company invests heavily in ensuring that these partners can meet the high demands of JIT. To mitigate the risk of over-dependence on a single supplier, Toyota practices multi-sourcing. By working with a diverse range of suppliers for critical parts, Toyota ensures that production won't grind to a halt if one supplier faces issues. This diversification creates a buffer against disruptions. Although JIT focuses on minimizing inventory, Toyota has introduced strategic buffer inventories at key points in its supply chain. These buffers are not large but are placed in high-risk areas where disruptions could have a significant impact. This allows Toyota to continue production in case of a short-term supply issue. Toyota has invested heavily in logistics optimization to ensure that parts arrive on time, despite the challenges of JIT. Through advanced tracking, real-time data sharing, and efficient transport networks, Toyota reduces delays in material deliveries. Toyota's JIT system is underpinned by lean manufacturing principles, including techniques like Kanban and Kaizen. Kanban, a visual signaling system, helps Toyota manage inventory flow in real time, ensuring that only what is needed is produced and delivered. Kaizen, the philosophy of continuous improvement, allows Toyota to identify inefficiencies and make incremental adjustments to keep the production process running smoothly. Toyota also focuses on creating a flexible and highly skilled workforce. By cross-training employees in multiple roles, Toyota ensures that production can continue even if there's a disruption in one area. This flexibility helps Toyota maintain its JIT system by allowing workers to quickly adapt to changes in demand or production needs.